What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Big 12 Team Builder Dynasty. We have the Brothers Bowl kicking it off tonight. We got week 9, and it's rivalry week all across the Big 12. And what a way to start this one off, right? Number 1 Ardmore against Nebraska State, 2 of the user teams. A lot of people love those Prairie Dogs. A lot of people love the Thunder Wolves, the Thunder Pups. But they're ranked number 1. And both user teams, you guys know that my brothers has not been able to play and come over as Nebraska State, so I've actually been using both squads this season in year 6. And to even this thing out, you know, to avoid me having to pick who I'm going to user, ultimately I would have usered Ardmore anyway. They're my team. We're going to leave it up to the CPU. We're going to leave it up to the CPU and see if Nebraska State can kind of hold their own here, hold it close. We see 1st and 10, and oh, a pick! A pick in Yekaterina. He's going to go all the way, maybe? No. Okay, so he gets dropped to the sideline there, about the 45-yard line. And, oh, man, custom prospect, Yekaterina Zamalajikov makes the pick. And it's Nebraska State football, but a fumble, and Ardmore picks it up. So, hey, we get the ball back. Maybe. Nope. That's going to get challenged. That's going to get overturned, guys. Dante LaBelle's foot, or his knee, actually. His knee was on the ground. Huge hit. Huge hit delivered on Dante LaBelle. You can't have him keep taking those hits. He's going to get knocked out of the game here. But a big hit. Fumble! Ardmore picks it up. So the defense holds for the Thunder Pups. And Grand Island is now getting quiet. They're getting quiet. Look at Derek Andrews. Boom! Big hit on Bubba Robinson. He tried to lower the shoulder, but hey, a safety's probably going to win that matchup on your quarterback. So here's a nice pass to Brian Washington. And Eric Washington is the guy to make the tackle. No relation for those two players. 2:32 left to go, and another pass completion to Brian Washington, this time for 9. He's going to set up 2nd and 1. Here's Stanfield looking to take care of the football this time, but he's a little off. He's a little off so far tonight for whatever reason. So Willie Nelson makes the off-balance catch, and then we got a touchdown run by Xavier Wiggins for 3. So Ardmore, off that fumble recovery, gets the touchdown. 1st and 10. Bubba flips it. Oh, nice play. Good play to get that first down, guys. Jeff Anderson for 15. Those are the type of plays that we know that Nebraska State loves to run with my brother at the helm, so it's kind of funny to see the CPU love them and love those plays just the same. Bubba Robinson, 12 yards here, so they're starting to utilize a little Denver Techie type of offense here, but this time in the pistol. And then look at this huge run by Corey Hargrove. He always comes through with big runs. You guys know this. That's his first carry of the game for 27, so he rips that for a big gain. Here's a flip to Dante LaBelle on 3rd and goal. And Derek Andrews coming through yet again in the backfield for a tackle for a loss. And Nebraska State's going to have to settle for a field goal. 7-3, 1st and 10. Good throw again by Stanfield. He's starting to light it up here, and he's really having a connection with Brian Washington so far in this CPU versus CPU sim. J.K. Johnson going to go down the sideline here for 20. Ardmore's getting a lot of chunk plays by the looks of it here. 3rd and 2, and out to the left. This is going to be a touchdown. Aaron Golden. What a tippy-toe grab right there, guys. So a touchdown pass by Stanfield, and it was thrown on the money. Little flag route to the corner pylon, little tippy-toe right there. Nice catch. Nice catch, Aaron Golden. They will review it, though. And to me, it looked like he was out of bounds. But maybe in real life, they would have had those rubber pellets flying up, but it looks like this is a grass field anyway, so maybe dirt. This would have seen the dirt start to fly up, and they would have been like, yep, that's a touchdown. 14-3 game here. Look at Hargrove again, running hard. After this reception in the backfield, he takes it up there for 7. 1st and goal here for Bubba and the Prairie Dogs. LaBelle, no gain, but he's going to get dropped at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal. Bubba escaping, running for his life. Hang on to the football. He tried to stretch it over, but they're going to register this as a sack, so Ardmore's defense holds strong again. 3rd and goal. Pass completed, but again at the 1-yard line. So Ardmore defense, guys, had 3 opportunities to make a stop, but what do we have here? A fake field goal Cody Henderson, the lefty, had to turn around to make this throw, and it was off balance, and they just didn't communicate and connect on that attempt. So unfortunately for Nebraska State, they're pulling out all of the little broski tricks by the looks of it here, but that's not going to work for them. So they leave points up on the board, probably a questionable play call. I know that they wanted to get it to 14-10, but, you know, a 14-6 game, you know, you're still in it. You're still down by a score and a 2-point conversion. Like, I don't know. I would have considered it. I would have highly considered it. You can see the time of possession there, 11 minutes. It favors Nebraska State here, but for whatever reason, they're not converting all of that time of possession to points. Darnell Savage, first time, actually second time that we've seen him tonight, makes a nice catch. Gets hit pretty hard, but he gets up. He's fine. Xavier Wiggins with the catch, but not the first down. They will settle for a field goal. But look at this play. We had an Ardmore defender jump over a Nebraska State wide receiver to make that tackle. So that was a really nice play on defense. 1st and 10, pass completed to, once again, Brian Washington. He loves this guy in CPU versus CPU. 17 yards for him. Darnell Savage, oof! Oh, he got absolutely smoked. But he picks up 15. Stanfield completed to Willie Nelson, and Ardmore is now charging down the field. 2nd and 9 situation. We got a man in motion here that looks like Golden. And here is Xavier Wiggins. So it looked like he got the first down there. It looked like he stretched the ball over that line, but they're going to give him and inches. Little play action, read option, and then the stiff arm. Terrence Ross. He's in. It's now 24-3. Late 3rd quarter. Nebraska State, they need a response drive. They need a touchdown here. Derek Smith going to make a nice tackle in the open field. That's a good tackle. Flipping sides of the field here now that we're starting the 4th quarter. Bubba Robinson going to get dropped, and he gets hit hard. Sack of 6 yards. Jeff Cooper, one of the big-time recruits last couple seasons. Pass complete here to Derek Smith, the senior. Coming through for 15. 3rd and 1. Bubba, nice read option there, but hey, I want to see it. They got the first down. But I want to see him with a little bit quicker of a decision. 2nd and 7. They need a score. The lefty going to fire up the middle to Seamus O'Regan for the score. It's going to be 24-10. It's not over, though, guys. It's not over. Touchdown for Nebraska State, and things could flip here. Here's a bomb to the right, but what? J.K. Johnson, he caught it. Oh, and then another fumble. But Nebraska State gets out of bounds here. Oh, my God. So he caught it. The ball got knocked loose. And then Ergenmeyer was right there to recover it. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, hey, Nebraska State, they got a shot now. It's just the bounces. They got a little lucky bounce there. Good play by Ardmore, but 4th and goal, and Bubba runs right into the sack. That's going to be a turnover, guys, and this game is over. Ardmore goes on the road, and they get the W here in the Brothers Bowl. Go figure. It is what it is. You kind of figured that was going to happen, right? Jamar Diggs, player of the game. Kind of surprisingly, right? 9 tackles, forced fumble. Interesting. I would have probably given it to somebody else, but hey, that's just me. We'll take a look at the box scores a little bit later to see if anybody else is probably worthy of that honor. 9 tackles and a forced fumble, that's a pretty good game. I'm not going to take that away from him, but you would have thought that somebody on offense would have gotten the nod there. All right, let's take a look at this matchup here with a coach that's on the hot seat a little bit. We got Coach Corey Deloach, the head coach of ACU, just has not performed to the expectations of the ACU faithful. And nobody can really pin it as to what is the problem with ACU. It's not the defense. It's not the talent. Is it the offense? Is it the quarterback position? Well, they've had a couple good ones. Amani Stoudemire, Orpheus McConnell this season, Joe Russell. They've had Robert Bishop. These are throwback names for you guys. They've had some pretty darn good quarterbacks that have been drafted in the NFL. So I'm not really sure what the problem is with ACU. It's just coming through in the clutch. And this is a big game for them. This is a huge game, especially at home, going up against Denver Tech. Not one of their bigger rivals, but I would say it's a big bad for them, and a team that's kind of had their number a little bit over the last 6 seasons. And there's an interception by Orpheus McConnell, but we've got a lot of defense going on here, guys. Justice Grant, a custom prospect, is going to sack Andre Brandt. Let's jump ahead a little bit to a fumble and then a recovery by the offensive lineman. That's Tavian Claiborne. He's going to bring it all the way out to 4th and 2. And the field goal will be up and good. Barely good. So ACU takes the lead 3-0. It's been a defensive struggle here, guys. But take a look at Dustin Miller. 5-star prospect a few years ago. And he's their primary back along with Scott Thomas. He gets the score. And we know that's what Denver Tech loves to do, guys. They love to run the football. Love to run that read options type of offense, that Oregon style of offense. It's a really good job by Denver Tech. Orpheus McConnell going to get dropped again for another sack. That's Antoine Taylor with the sack. That's 8-yard sack. 1st and 10, end of the second quarter nearly. And Nick Burns the defense for 52 yards. Look at Brandt. Look at Andre freaking Brandt, dude. 2 of 2 for 57. 52 coming on that play. So they haven't even needed to throw the football, and they're still up 14-3. It's unreal, guys. Look at the defense just swarming. Orpheus McConnell going to go down for a 4-yard loss. 2nd and goal. Read option. Getting tackled again. Saquon Snow somehow turned that into 1 yard. 3rd and goal. They're bringing the blitz. And McConnell is going to feel the pressure and throw it in the dirt. They're going to settle for the field goal. End of the 3rd quarter. Take a look at the big hit on Andre Brandt. He's going to shake it off, though. He picks up 8 and the 1st down. 2nd and 12, so some more good defense here. Maybe. Andrew Davis down the sidelines for 24, and then what? What? They get a touchdown out of that. That's cheating. That's cheating. Darrell Bryant, the fullback, was under center, and he just snaps the football and runs it into the end zone. The refs just, did they not catch this? Like, what is going on in the Big 12? Is Denver Tech the favorite of the refs? You have to start asking that question now. They get a freebie, a free touchdown on ACU. That's unreal. So ACU has to battle against the team in front of them and the referees. Absolutely insane. I'm kind of angry about that, and I would be too if you guys are an ACU fan. If you're Denver Techie out there, you have to be too. You have to be too. But look at this. Look at this effort by David Danowski. They're not quitting. The game's not over. Like, it's far from over. Even though they're at single digits here, Danowski's going to get this touchdown. Nobody was covering him. That's a really good play call. Really good play call. 22-28. McConnell for the touchdown to Danowski. Not even close to 200 yards for McConnell. So it's been definitely, again, it's been a defensive struggle here. They will get the 2-point conversion. So like I said, this game is not over, guys. They're only down by 1 score. That 1 score looming large for the fullback, just snapping it under center. 3rd and 5 situation for Denver Tech, and good defense there. Really good defense. Swarming defense by ACU, but they're going to get the 1st down anyway. 2nd and 10, 1st down again. Brian Dawson going to go to the sidelines and then cut it upfield to tippy-toe down those sidelines, and they're going to get that 1st down. 1st down once again. Again, guys, Andre Brandt just getting it done. 10 yards there. Nice job by the ACU defense to force 4th and 17. They will attempt a field goal, and this is going to be up and good. Make it 24-14 now, guys. They are down by 10. You need a quick score with 1:29 left to go, and now the clock is ticking. 4th and 4 situation. 15 seconds have drained off the clock. 4th and 4. Pass is going to be completed somehow, some way. That's A.J. Bain. You're going to have to hurry up to the line. They do. 1 minute. Pass completed. Another big hit. Well-timed throw. Good catch by Timmy Fetterhart. And And they're going to end up calling a timeout here. 253 total yards for ACU. They're going to need every last bit of it that they can get here on this drive. And they're going to get dropped for a sack. 3rd and 17, 36 seconds. Throws it away. Like, at that point, you might have to force it. You might have to force it. The game's on the line, right? Well, they don't force it. They kick a field goal. They go down by a score. Maybe that was the smarter move, but they don't recover the onside kick. They're basically playing for the onside kick. It didn't go their way, and Denver Tech is going to pull this one off again. Go figure. Go figure. Just the results never change for ACU, and the results never change for Denver Tech. They just don't lose, guys. They don't lose. Yes, we did see them lose against Broken Arrow, but for the majority of the time, they just don't lose in this series. It's tough. It's really hard. Well, maybe there's a buck in the trend here. Odessa State at Midland State. The Battle of the Basin, right? Well, we know that Midland State is a team that just never gets it done, right? A lot of high expectations and they never get it done. Odessa State, kind of in the same boat. They've got all this talent that they've assembled thanks to Braxton Austin, but they just don't come up clutch. So you got two teams duking it out here today that kind of have that same mojo. So which one is going to break? My money would be on Midland State to not break. They're going to be the team that breaks Odessa State in this matchup, primarily because they got the better quarterback, guys. Kent Collins is a beast. The lefty from Canada. Well, take a look at that. Both offenses stall on their first drive. And then Odessa State stalls on their second drive. Johnson Jr., 3 of 6. Yep. So which one's going to break? 3rd and 8. The bomb. Look at this. Colton Yo for touchdown. Number 1 of the game. 66 yards for 6. 3 of 5 for 81 for Kent Collins. And that's why I love me some Kent Collins. He can throw it deep. Probably the strongest arm out of all the Big 12 quarterbacks. He's going to be playing on Sundays. That is for certain. Let's take a look at Odessa State to see if they can get a response drive. Dougie Williams, one of Johnson Jr.'s favorite targets, plus Steve Norton as well, the running back. So we'll watch out for those guys. Paris Austin, their number 10, coach's son, custom prospect. You guys know him very, very well. So Doug Williams gets that catch here. Then Johnson Jr. going to take it all the way to about the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal. Strike in the back of the end zone to Tommy Nance for a 3-yard catch. He also loves himself some Tommy Nance. These are some guys that Odessa State loves. Pass completed, though, to Colton Yo again. One of Kent Collins' favorite targets. 2nd and 3. Kent Collins. What do you got? Oh! The move. The shimmy and the shake by big, burly Kent Collins. And everybody's freaking out in the celebration here. Look at that move. What? Who knew that Kent Collins had dance moves, man? He's big and he's burly. How did he do that? How did he do that? Well, Midland State gets the touchdown. We're going to the second quarter, guys, after a big strike to Tommy Nance. 3rd and 5 for Johnny Johnson Jr. And the ball comes loose, but thank heavens for Jay Ballmer, the tight end. He recovers it, and that's going to save Odessa State some points. Just kidding, because they missed the field goal. It's starting to get bad if they get a touchdown here. It's starting to get real bad, right? 21-7, going into the half. Well, Odessa State's defense holds, but check this out. The absolute bomb, a nuclear bomb went off from the right leg of their kicker. 17-7, and really good gang tackling there on Doug Williams to stop him short. But it doesn't matter anyway, as we get a holding call on Odessa State. That's Stevie Norton going to be charged with the hold. So Midland State has a chance to capitalize again, and the big bomb to Colton Yo. He's got one guy to break off the tackle. He does. He's gone. That's a touchdown for Colton Yo, his 2nd of the game. His 2nd bomb of the game as well. It's 24-7. with 3:24 left to go, guys. Take a look at this strike. Colton Yo and Kent Collins have been on fire in today's game. And then take a look at this with the interception. Gets the toe tap on the sideline. And Johnny Johnson, he's screwing up, guys. He is screwing up. He's cracking under pressure. You can't make that throw. And with 3 minutes in the second quarter left to go, you know Midland State is definitely trying to get this thing into the end zone. It's a heated and hated rivalry. These two schools absolutely hate each other in this battle of the basin. And Kent Collins going to take this one to the right, going to bust off tackles like he wants this thing really, really bad. Kyle Wagner going to go up the middle, going to get dropped at the 2. 3rd and goal, wide open. In the corner is Claude Gray, the quarterback slash running back slash wide receiver. Just he's an overall athlete. He's going to get the score. It's 31-7. And at this point, Braxton Austin, the head coach, is thinking, we got to get Nate Galveston in here because J3 is just not working, guys. Let's get into the second half with Galveston in the first throw. Literally, the first throw for Galveston is going to be an interception. He's 0 for 1 with a pick. Jeremy Flores, again, another sideline interception. And on 3rd and inches with 40 seconds to go, that is going to be Blake Storm with the touchdown. And yes, that is irony at its finest, guys. Dust Devils, the Odessa State Dust Devils. You got Storm. It's a dust storm blowing in here, guys. And then take a look at Paris Austin. He makes this catch, and he's going to be out for the rest of the game. Braxton Austin there, his dad, his head coach, trying to console him, but he's going to be out with a concussion. He fumbled the football. Like, you can't get any worse. This game cannot go any worse for Odessa State right now. I mean, you've got Kent Collins making moves like he's Tim Tebow out here. Like, what is happening? And then deep bombs like he's Peyton Manning. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Look at the numbers. 236, 112, time of possession, over 7 minutes. Paris Austin's now out for the game. They're going to keep Galveston in, and it just keeps getting worse. Touchdown, Colton Yo, another 60-plus yard bomb. Kent Collins is up to 5 touchdowns, guys. And that's going to be the school record. Dexter Wynn. You guys remember Dexter Wynn? That's a throwback name, too. But Colton Yo now has 255 yards receiving. It's been an absolute massacre. And, I mean, there was a fumble here, but somehow Stevie Norton recovered it. Galveston, some pretty good throws. He doesn't have a lot of mustard on the football. He just does not throw it very hard, but he's extremely accurate. And yeah, you might be making a joke, right? That he was accurate to the other team on his first attempt. But no, his stats are at 99 accuracy, but he just doesn't have a lot of throw power. So that's kind of his MO, is just being super accurate. But take a look at Lawrence Keller, the fullback. Yeah, that's right. You got that right. He's the fullback. He's going to take a screen pass all the way to the end zone. But as expected, Midland State gets that touchdown back. And it's 52-14. Ending of the third quarter, Galveston with the bomb and caught by Tommy Nance. Looks like the offense is starting to come through a little bit with Nate Galveston at the helm. 2nd and 6. It started off a little rocky, but now it's starting to come on a little bit. And you don't know exactly if that's Midland State just playing prevent or if it's actually Galveston actually performing well. Not sure, but he's making some quick throws, good reads, good quick strikes. Lawrence Keller here for the reception, going to get that first down. 3rd and goal, and Galveston's going to take the read option in. Not much of a celebration because he knows that they're losing pretty bad. 52-21. And guys, your final score will be 55-21. Midland State will end up kicking a field goal near the end of the game. I'm really impressed with Midland State, the way that they came out. I mean, yeah, they're playing at home, and they played against some pretty shoddy quarterback play, even though Galveston came on a little late and got the offense moving a little bit for Odessa State, but they're turning their season around. Midland State is turning their season around, and they're kind of that dark horse again to watch out for. Ultimately, they're going to have to beat Denver Tech, as we saw them win again this week. So as far as the West goes, the West division for the Big 12, it's probably going to be Midland State against Denver Tech in order to determine who's going to be the representative for the Big 12 championship game. All right, let's get into some box scores here and game results. We got 37-20. Little Rock, as the number 7 team in the nation, they just couldn't quite get it done, play good enough defense against number 13 McAllen. So a couple turnovers did them in, right? 22-37, 59% for LeQuentin. So, you know, he's a young guy. He might not be cut out for prime time just yet. Keneal Mason went off. 2 touchdowns, 7 for 147, 7 for 108 for Jason Wilson. And then Billy Adams actually threw for 4 touchdowns, and something that he doesn't do a whole lot of. He doesn't throw a lot. Only 19 attempts. 15 completions, and 4 of those completions were touchdowns. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. Let's go ahead and sim Broken Arrow and Shreveport, number 5 against unranked. Uba's offense, guys, is actually starting to click a little bit under Tim Lester. Surprisingly. Buchanan Simmons got a touchdown, it looks like. We got Lamont Christian with a 3-yard touchdown run. 448 yards total, but Shreveport shredded Uba's defense. 583 yards total, 268 on the ground, and 5 touchdowns. Kerry Ashley was pretty decent, 17 of 30. I'm not going to say that he was great, and I'm not going to say that he was bad. He was okay. He was decent with those 2 touchdowns. We got Rob Jackson, 117. We got Stephen Bryant, custom prospect, 116. Both men scored 2 touchdowns. And then Tate, you saw him at the very bottom, probably got 1 carry for a score. So pretty good production all the way around for Shreveport. Unfortunately for Uba, they had a really nice offensive production. They really did. It's one of their better games that they've had. Antonio Mendoza, custom prospect alert, 8 catches over 100 and 2 touchdowns, I believe. 2 touchdowns. So really good performance by Uba. I'm actually impressed with their progress. Simulating Amarillo and Camu. Another close game here, 35-30. Griffin Rivers caught a touchdown by the looks of it. Really close game all the way around. 487 yards total for U of A. Amarillo, 481 for Camu. A couple turnovers for each team. Justin Davis, former 5-star quarterback, had a pick, but he did have 4 scores. Henry had a nice game. Walker, 7 for 102 and 2 scores. Sledge and Griffin. There's Griffin right at the bottom. 1 catch for 4 yards and a score. Jake Reyes, my Heisman favorite. Just, it's not going to happen, guys. Not going to happen. We're in week 10. Heisman race is kind of being solidified right now. He's definitely not in it. With a 3-4 team on an 0-3 conference play. Teuton's 5 catches, couple scores. All right, let's take a look at this game. 24-10, Ardmore, Nebraska State. We got to see the box score. We got to see this. 67 passing yards. 67 passing yards for little old Nebraska State. Defense just shut them down, guys. Ardmore defense shut them down. They just didn't get anything going. They couldn't. They were trying to run the football. They did a couple times. They fumbled it a couple times, and Stanfield kind of picked it up after throwing those 2 picks, but he did pick it up, which was impressive. We stuck the ball on the ground. We dinked and dunked a little bit here and there. Had an overall good offensive performance. It should have been a little bit better, especially against Nebraska State's defense. They're not very good. But, I'm okay with the result. A win is a win is a win at the end of the day. We just have to keep up with McAllen. We got to keep up with Little Rock. We get Little Rock next week. I'll talk about that in just a moment. But we got Denver Tech here in ACU. ACU falls again. And they've got now 2 losses in conference play, and it's kind of disappointing. With that defense, they should have been able to stop the run. Brant with 115 yards rushing. This is Drakeen and Timmons all over again. It's literally the same thing. Brant only threw in single digits. He completed single digits. He attempted single digits, and yet ACU just couldn't stop him on the ground. I don't know how to solve it. I don't know how to fix it. But ACU drops one. They're not looking to be in that Big 12 title race unless they get help. Midland State with over 550 yards total, 6 touchdowns for Kent Collins, no picks. Very clean stat line, 32 for 41, 78%. And then look at the rushing. Kent Collins for 77 and then 72 for Kyle Wagner. I mean, outside of Colton Yo with the receiving numbers here, 265 and 3 scores, they spread the ball around. They had a nice rushing performance. Obviously, through the air, it was all Colton Yo. I'm impressed with Midland State. Like I said, they're turning the season around. But for Odessa State, they got question marks, man. They're now 2-2 in conference play. They're gonna need help. They're gonna have to win out. There's a lot of question marks there, and we don't know. Obviously, we don't know how long that Paris Austin is going to be out for. It did say a game, but with a concussion and concussion protocol, you never quite know. So we'll have to talk to Paris Austin and see what his thoughts are for Week 10, because they take on Nebraska State, so that should be a W. But it is user versus Odessa State, so we'll see what happens. But let's talk about week number 10. Let's get a little week 10 update here, guys, and a little preview. And you let me know. I know that we're going to be showing Nebraska State. We're going to be showing Ardmore. But you let me know in the comments section, what game do you want to see? Maybe Shreveport and ACU. Maybe that's the matchup that you guys want to see. But what is the third game that you want to check out? I'm all ears. You put it in the comment section below, and we'll get it done. All right, taking a look at Ardmore and Little Rock. I'm going to take Ardmore, even though Little Rock has always given us a problem. You guys saw the stats up on the screen. I think Ardmore is going to get it done. Denver Tech and Camu. This is Denver Tech all the way. Even though they both run the same style of offense, I think Denver Tech's going to get the W. Andre Brandt is having a Heisman type of season. I would go with Denver Tech for your pick'em. Nebraska State against Odessa State. Like I said, it's a user versus Odessa State. It's a hard game to pick. But given the offensive production for Nebraska State, or lack thereof, I'm not sure if we can actually get that W against a high-powered offense in Odessa State. But again, we don't know if Paris Austin is going to be out or not. Amarillo, I don't know about Amarillo, guys. Amarillo against McAllen. I think I'm going to take McAllen in that matchup just because of their offense and Billy Adams. And then Shreveport and ACU. I'm going Shreveport. I think that this is one of their best chances in all of this Dynasty series in order to pull off an upset over ACU and like really solidify like this deep in the season. I think that they've got a really good shot at making a really nice run for a Big 12 championship appearance. So that's going to be your preview for week number 10. Let's take a look at the Heisman watch, and there they are. Andre Brandt is coming up the ranks along with Kent Collins, two guys that weren't on the list last week. I could be wrong about that. It was like 3 weeks ago. I'm kind of out of sight, out of mind with the past few videos. But Kent Collins and Brandt, obviously they deserve to be on that list after some pretty nice performances this last week in week number 9. Taking a look at the top 25 polls. We're only going to look at the top 10 here. But interesting enough, Nebraska with Graham Keith, the former Nebraska State recruit and quarterback that played a couple games and then transferred out. He's leading the way for this number 3 Nebraska team with 18 touchdowns, 7 picks. You know, he's been kind of a game manager just a little bit for that team. So maybe they like to just run the ball and play some good defense. Maybe some old school style of play for Nebraska. But guys, that's going to do it for week number 9's gameplay and action. Make sure that you guys are making your picks for week number 10. That link is below in the comment section and the description. So make sure you guys are always checking out the description and the comment sections for every single type of link that we will give out for any series, whether that be XBA, whether that be Big 12 Team Builder, whatever it is. Links are always going to be in the description and the pinned comments. So guys, week 10 Pick'em is now available, so go check that out if you want to make your picks and compete in a weekly contest for a next NCAA Dynasty prize. We have not determined what those prizes are going to be for next Team Builder Dynasty or regular Dynasty. We haven't even decided what we're going to do, but it's likely going to be Team Builder. That's all I got for you guys tonight. That's it. That's all the news I have. What did you think about week 9? What are your takeaways? Leave them in the comment section below. I love reading your guys' comments. And I will see you next Saturday for week number 10. And don't forget, please let me know what matchup that you guys want to see. We're gonna take a look at Little Rock Ardmore. We're gonna watch Nebraska State. You let me know. Let me know in that comment section who you guys want to see as the game of the week, the third game on tap. So guys, leave a like if you like this thing. I will see you in the next one. As always, peace.